Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the Divisional Round of the NFL Playoffs. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he more than did his part, the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. From the gun, Britt, he finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Miami. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
They'll run on first down. Singleton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Watch your slap, watch your slap, watch your slap.
To throw on 2nd down, Richardson. Going left side, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You know, perfect omelet. Dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. He went right back to and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Looking to throw. Britt. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st down, Mullins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll run on first down. Singleton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
21-0 our score after 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Britt steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd down, Britt. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Well, he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Extra point safely through, and that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Britt, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Britt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Face mask, defense. So that'll change things a bit. 15 yards added on. Going to put him on the other side of midfield.
And add on a shake in the head defensively because he got caught where his hand wasn't supposed to be, and that cost him 15 yards.
Throwing on first down. Britt. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They'll go option on second down, right side. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf.
And the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up. Second. And he'll give it here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 31's
Richardson now to throw on third down. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Point after try forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The drive starts with a completion left side. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Off the play fake. Britt, 5-yard, trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Oh, what a move. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off play action. Richardson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And it is the Denver Broncos who are moving on as they were able to eliminate the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got one half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Move. 4 down, 4 down.
They run the counter. Singleton. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Check 52.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. In a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run the counter. It's Mullins. Big hole up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Watch twins. Watch the edge.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some... The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then...
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. That's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
To throw on third down, Britt. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
First down, Sharp. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Along the sideline, he has Moore. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Back to throw. Britt. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here of respectability. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Room to run past midfield. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 26. 117 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. To advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Sharp. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And to give this time to the tailback. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
So, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they've earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing to start the drive. Britt. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense, that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Take 4. We got motion. Back up. Mike 50. Check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Powers through, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Point after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raiders heading out to take over. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Britt. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Miami set to take over. And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. They'll run on 1st down. Singleton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Britt looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw on second down. Britt. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on third down. Britt eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out come the Dolphins now. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. On first down, Singleton takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Mullins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.